All right, games are not game. Oh, that'd be scary if Honkai had like a streaming function like built into itself. But YouTube says I'm fine, and OBS looks like I'm fine. So let's go. Oh, I actually forgot what we were doing.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No. It's an illusion.
Alright. Everything is coming back. We had a spoopy scene. Actually, wait. So it did tell me to go that way. Why don't I go the way it asked me to? Okay, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh well.
Wow.
I am not liking the stutters.
Huge.
The stutters are making me slightly anxious.
Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Oryx? What are you two whispering about? Treeby? Trinan?
Oh.
Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar.
Tran has so many red flags.
There's a whiff of
Which makes
Safari in
sense,
this
because her hair
room.
is red. Oh.
It's right over there.
Safari? Apple?
Over here. Follow Trian. Trian, slow down.
Yeah, need to do that. Oh, please stop stuttering, game. I know I just opened you, but...
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Stop!
It appeared again. Right here. I summon thee, Oryx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared.
It's a squall.
We should read it first.
To Mr. Wincombe. All three of them had red hair? Oh no, that's like 3 red flags. Oh no. For many years, Janisopolis has relied on the Rose Myrtle Arknights. We have spent 5 or 6 years now digging out its roots and cutting back its branches. Now this red tree is on the verge of collapse and has long since ceased to serve its purpose. Yet it still seeks to spread out its canopy and eclipse I said the word right. I get a free pass. From the glorious rays. We have a secret plan to fell this tree. We must need to wait for the ceremony. We just need to wait for the ceremony to make a small move, and the rose myrtle will slip and fall into the abyss. Janisopolis is built on a mountainside. Oh, excuse me. There are more than a few cases of people who have lost their footing in its history. As for the next sacred tree, the rose myrtle's daughter, Tribios. We'll call her Saffron for now. Oh, is that why Saffron was in quotations before? But I thought we were looking for Safari. Game is giving me mixed messages. We both know that Saffron's most outstanding property is that it can be cooked in so many ways. Put in porridge, stewed, or fried. Oh.
Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Trebios.
Are they gonna...
Isn't that name... Never mind that for now.
First they
Why
ate
is this
him,
letter here?
then they're gonna eat me.
Trian sense
Oh my
it.
god.
Could it be Our lost memories?
They ate her?
Is it possible that we were already noticed by Orynyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word?
I think they... no, I don't
Orynyx
care.
has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose.
Orynyx,
Come
you
on,
fool.
This isn't the right time to be playing games.
Get back here, you little shit.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these
My
visions
wife when
also
I take my
fragments of the
schizo
past?
pills.
Treevee! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look.
I don't see anything in there.
But, Trian, there's nothing in here.
Yeah, you can just see inside.
What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it!
You fool, we've already established they're in
Where?
jars.
Trian is
Not
telling the truth.
doliums,
It was
you
right
goober.
there. Where did it go? Trinan, Treevee, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry.
Lost in thoughts
Trian.
all alone?
What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that?
We're just looking for fucking
Something feels
safari.
off. Treevee, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion, but Trinan wonders, is Orynyx really putting us through a trial?
Suspicious. Is the little, like, chest goblin gonna, like, steal this? No? Okay, good.
Still no luck finding any safari.
Fuck.
I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx.
Orynyx is hiding the safari from us. Just time to hate and watch my beloved Honkai star get sification. None of those words are in the Bible. Ah!
Treevee, Trinan, look at this! So cool! There are so many of us now!
Oh, it was the Kitchen Nightmares, like, violin sound effect. Whenever they do something, it's like, what on earth is this?
It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark
It's
places
a
like
mouse! Why is there a mouse here? I don't know, Chef. Well, why don't you know? Because it just got here, Chef.
this? What's going
Don't
on?
chef me, you donkey!
Orynyx disappeared?
Rip Orynyx, I guess. I ate Orynyx, I'm sorry, gamers. I didn't want to tell you guys, because I know Orynyx had such a impact on us, but I ate them, and I was hungry. I am a man of sin. Of, yeah.
Are you saying that the black-robed sword
Got
master is
him.
not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
Why are they
This is the
doing
most
that?
plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second,
Did it?
I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade
It's a staff,
can
but go on.
interact with a core flame.
At
as
best, it's an
evidenced by the pull I
axe,
felt when it stabbed into my chest.
which has a weakness to swords.
I hypothesized that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is
What are
even
you,
more
idiot
explicit.
sandwich? Idiot sandwich? What?
When it
Idiot
was engaged in
sandwich
fierce battle
chef?
with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Ceres inside me.
Oh man, I wish that woman would go
So
inside
it's
me.
plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now.
Wow, that's a cool name.
If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed.
How is he a flame
But
reaver?
I suspect
Because
Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core
hunting
flame
down
is
the
guarded by
flame
the Council of Elders'
chases.
arcane power.
So he's the flame
And Fukusa's
reaver.
water current
Oh,
should be
clever
able to block out any
Mihoyo!
external
You got us
perceptions.
again.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for
I wonder if, like, this is
Can
probably
you
the
fly?
case.
No, I can't.
Can you fly?
Why are you
Proceeds to
asking
yeet.
Can that
No, I
sword
wonder
master
if, like,
fly?
Good point.
March
But
is
what
like
if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't.
the
have made
reason
it
why
out
she
of the
lost her
grove
memory and
alive.
is like was encased in ice is because
That's a relief.
Thanatos was
Anyway,
absorbed into her or
since the Flame
something.
Reaver has 2 targets, we need
And
to
that's how
move
she's linked to
fast.
Castorice.
With the
Oh yeah,
distances
March
between
exists.
Akama, the grove,
I will never
these
let you
potential
guys
targets.
forget that March exists.
I believe we should bolster our defenses.
Actually, best girl. Ben, oh Ben, I was Tribby is missing. The last of the 3 of them were seen was in the Abyss of Fate. Oh no, marked in yellow.
Are you in here? No response at all.
You didn't get the
Did they foresee
safari.
that we were coming and hide in the fog?
Is
Or-
March a better girl than Global Passive? March has more character than Global Passive, so by default, yes.
We should leave this
I'm never
temple.
forgetting her. I saw peak March 7th art the fur being 10. I might have seen that as well. That being fair, that being said, most characters who are
Listen,
tanned gyros are like kind of peak design.
3 or 4 people coming this way.
No,
We need
not
to
3 or
hide.
4 people.
Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treeby, Trinan, come check this out.
I have to pee. Oh no, it's the burnt
What's this?
cloth.
Tran feels like it's so familiar.
It's the Flame Weaver. I'm not falling for this shit again.
Treeby. See you tomorrow.
Imagine if a gacha game just gave us a black character and not just tan. They did. It's called Arknights.
Where am I?
Trian the goat.
Little Gray?
Stop calling me that.
And... Wait. Where's Trian? Is she back?
I'm afraid it's been
We only saw the
9
two of you collapsed
years.
on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne. What about the Black
I
Robe
made it.
Swordmaster?
Have the death flags finally appeared? If you consider
course
the
it's him.
Flame Reaver, like,
We were still too late.
probably
fear something
eating one
bad
of the
has happened to
children, yeah.
Oryx's core flame.
The death flags have come.
Then
Thorn's so
Lady
good, he
Trianne-
came back doing arts
He doesn't have
damage.
much divine power
He
left.
always did arts
He can
damage.
barely sense anything.
Destretza, my beloved. We need to go after the Black Robed Swordsman. I have a bad feeling about
That
this.
you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the abyss and meet
Honkai
up with
Star Rail, the
Goliath's
only DI.
reinforcements. Then search for
Is
Trianne's whereabouts.
Arlen.
The other
No,
group
not
will
true,
come with
not
me to
true. We
pursue
have
the Black Robe
Viherda, who is
Swordmaster
neurodivergent.
and recover the core flame.
The child shall be sacrificed
Didn't
for
get to
the
tell you
sake
this
of
before,
plot
but Anaxa
progression.
and I already have our misgivings about the Black
I mean,
Tide.
I would have sacrificed the
we've
child
made
regardless.
preparations.
I didn't need a motivation.
I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield.
It's
We should
okay,
hurry.
we got 2 more. Yeah, exactly.
Lord Finan! Lady Treby and Lady Trinan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Goliath's people get here?
Yes.
We have
Lady
Bronya and
Adelia
Zile
already knows
who
about
are
the
gay,
situation and sent along
so
a
they're the
message.
true DEI. No, it's not as
Fine.
gay as in
I understand
Impact
that
or
Swordmaster is of
Honkai
great
Impact the
importance to you.
Third. It's
But
only
if you charge in
implied.
without a plan,
It's more
I
like
fear
the
that
will they,
you
won't
won't
they,
be
which
the
I don't
only
count.
one who dies in vain.
Either commit or don't do it at all.
I understand.
None of this will they, won't they
Hatred
bullshit.
is a hero's deadliest
Actually, I just
force.
realized Genshin, Zenless, and
I
Star Rail
have no
haven't killed
intention of
any of the
fighting
main
alone.
cast, have
That
they?
Swordmaster
Only
really
Honkai
is related
Impact
to the
has.
Black Tide. The Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to
I
the
can't
Holy
vouch
City
for
and discuss the strategy with the Goliath.
Genshin,
We'll need all the help
but
we
I
can
haven't
get
heard
for this
anybody dying in
encirclement.
Zenless, and I know for a fact nobody has died in Star Rail. Why don't we split up as previously discussed? Hyacine and I will stay to recruit with reinforcements. We go back to the Holy City with everyone else and tell Aglaya about our plan.
Trinan will stay in the abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner,
Misha and
Treby?
Gallagher,
Let's go.
hello. They live in us. They live in us. How don't you remember?
Goliath.
The whole point isn't
You
that
should have
Misha
come to me
died,
first,
it's that
Finan.
the path. I don't know.
Maggie, there's no
Maybe
need
I need to
scold
replay the
Snowy.
story in German.
Okuma is currently in grave
Actually, I
danger.
won't do that. I actually tried switching
I
the
know.
language to German at some point,
It's
but
beyond
it's
my
like way
imagination
above
that
my
the
pay
only two
grade.
titans
I can't understand
mankind can
shit.
still rely
Especially
on
when like
fell in such quick succession.
Dr.
I've never seen a
Freiheit
golden
starts
thread pulled
yapping
this
his
time.
mouth. It's like,
As if it could
bruh, I
snap
can't
at
understand a
any moment.
fucking word you're saying.
Fine. Tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
Misha was never alive and Gallagher didn't exist. Ooh. Checkmate, atheists.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us.
Madness.
If its goal is the core flame,
This is
then that means us
Sparta.
humans can lure it into a trap.
Holy shit. It is Sparta.
Anaxa had already left.
Well,
the
I
Holy
guess
City with
Okuma would
Cersei's
be
core
more
flame while we were on our way
Athens.
to the abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
And the place that Mightimos hailed from was more
Tell me.
Sparta-esque.
What makes you think this won't end with us losing another
Kremnos
core
is Sparta.
flame?
Yeah.
because this time the power from beyond the sky is also at our side.
Listen, I'm not familiar with the
key.
names yet. I knew it. Of course, it's not. It's got to be me. Really? Are you sure? I have a stellar on. Can we pass it off as a core flame?
We need your other companion too.
Ma'am,
Shush.
you mean me?
It's
I
speaking.
see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Crimnos?
It
Yes,
speaks.
I'm sure everyone
It's
remembers
learning
the
English very
astonishing
slowly.
miracle
I
our partner
hate
here
it
performed with his
now.
companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened
Alejandro
Castrum
hated
Kremnos'
Mem
path.
for she spoke.
That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our
Paimon
enemy
clears
inside.
Mem. Shh.
Then we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Still better than
Impressive.
Paimon.
Orynyx
And
has
we've
fallen,
established that
and Menace's divine
Mem
power already
could be
belongs to
emergency
Optima.
food.
Once
So
we take
what
back
Don
the
is
core
saying
flame,
is
the Sword
objective
Master will
now.
have no
Mem is
means
better
of
than
escape.
Paimon.
It's very clever.
Beyond
using
creature
the element of
pinkness,
surprise
speak
instead
Mem
of brute
only in my
strength.
presence. I'd rather have Mem be illiterate
Can you do
than
it,
even
little
think
one?
of Paimon.
Memmy mem mem memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem.
Mem, fucker. Mem. Speak. When Mem speaks, I listen. When Mem thinks, I stay silent. Really? I was gonna make a wish.
Oh, come on. Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem.
I guess rabbit dogs taste better than floating human baby.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident.
Is there
By the
Mem
way,
Rule 34?
The Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of
Kynus?
the incident
Is that a
at the
Fate Go
Grove
reference?
and are galvanizing support in the
Speaking
spirit.
English, I
I
reject.
fear she'll make her move before the next
I
assembly of the
listen.
citizens.
When Mem speaking English, I
doing?
reject. When Mem mems, I
That
listen.
short-sighted politician
Whatever you
likely
say, my
believes
lord,
the
I will
Chrysos
follow
heirs
you
have
into the
outlived their
abyss.
usefulness and is
Of
making
course there is.
preparations for
Don't
her
ask that
next step.
question. Paimon needs
ugly
to
side
start
of
throwing
humanity is
hands
something
before
we'll
she
have
has
to
a
deal with
chance
eventually.
against a man.
But that's a problem for another day.
Didn't Paimon try to do
I
that
sent
at one point?
Castorice ahead to the council with
It
a
just didn't
message.
work out.
She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being.
So did we get any lore? Okay, so I stopped playing Genshin
It is my hope that we can come to an
after
understanding
Inazuma.
of
Did we get any
this.
Paimon lore since
We must take down
Since
the
then?
Flame Reaver in one go.
she lost
and
to a
retrieve the core
sandwich?
flame. In
Yeah,
doing
because I
so,
can actually eat the
grant
sandwich.
ourselves an advantage
Paimon
against the
had a
Council of
carry though.
Elders.
Keep battle with Ito.
Of course.
Well, that's
you may
pretty
count on me
important.
to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Arcanum
No,
is
we
currently
haven't.
beset
No,
by
no,
enemies
Ina
from
just said
within and
Paimon had a
without.
rap battle.
The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall
What's a
respect any decision you make.
Paimon? So it's not canon. How do we guarantee my safety? How do we make sure that the plan will work?
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate.
I really
Even I
need
can
to
open a nice big gate
know.
if I have enough time.
Paimon is the other name for emergency food,
As for whether
but
we
it's
can
in
take back
Genshin
the core
specifically.
flame,
Demon
That
that
will be
uses
up to
children to
Anaxa's
revoke his true
capabilities.
form. Paimon is a female. Please
on what I know of
respect their pronouns.
He can do it.
Whatever Mem's plan is, I'll follow. We reserve the fight or the right to redraw. That moment when you realize Paimon is even more of a blank
we
slate
are
than the
grateful to you for
Traveler.
your aid. And to the rest of
Yeah,
you
because
as well.
the Traveler doesn't have the
Now,
opportunity to be a blank
let us be
slate.
off to begin the hunt.
Got him! Childish uses a
May Catholic sharpen
medium
our
for when
gaze and grant us
Paimon
victory
inhabits
over
the
the
body. Deleting it from my brain already.
You mean
All
Mighty?
right, Paimon is
He's dealing
them,
with
but
a
worse. There we go.
different problem. Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
Uh-oh. It's space, so that means we're going back to the Astral Express, right? Okay, never mind.
Farewell,
Who would be king than a god?
my dear friend. You must
What's a
lead us.
what's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? G'day, gamers. Hey, Snowdy, how's it going? Traveler is essentially a Mary Sue. The only personality they have is their friendship with Paimon and the yearning for their sibling. Which the alright, did we get any sibling lore in between Inazuma and the current patch? You don't go back to the Express? What? We die then. Thanks, Don, for spoiling.
I knew you'd be here.
Gamers, you hear that? Don says that we die at the end.
I heard you're
We die
about
by
to set
Ligma.
off on an expedition.
That's right.
A bit pissy
It's going
today,
to be a
but
tough
could be
battle,
worse.
and our destination
Well, it's
is-
not a good attitude to have. That could
Turns
be
out to be
worse. You're right to be
Castrum
pissy,
Grimhouse.
though. Hopefully everything is, like,
That why you're
manageable,
here?
though.
To pray to the dead
I need Paimon
Nikadon?
to get kidnapped so the Traveler can
No,
finally
just
have
the
some
opposite.
lines and agency.
I'm here to tell you.
That'll never happen
You
because
can
what
entrust
they
the
would
front
do
lines
if
to
that
us
situation
this time.
occurred would
You can't
be
afford to lose your upcoming battle.
Paimon's voice in the Traveler's head. It would be like, what would you know how you had like the
you heard the
bracelets
story
that
of
would say,
Geocles the Mountain
what would
Breaker?
Jesus do? Paimon would leave behind like an
Sounds like you've
artifact
spoken with
specific
Cartonis.
to her,
That's the
and
name of the
Traveler would
legendary
like
mountain
look at it
dweller,
and be
right?
like, what would Paimon do? We had sibling lore. They had more emotional
Let's
conversation
have a chat
before they
before
parted
we go our
ways.
separate ways.
Didn't we see
Cartonis
that
told
though
me that back in
when
ancient
they
times, the
were
mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent
like
their days
parted
quarrying
by
and
the
gathering,
the
living a
the
simple and
hairshare
peaceful
of
life away from
the
strife.
void?
But Geocles
It's like Genshin
different.
uninstalled the moment the floating mascot
resisted
thing
their
showed up. Is
traditional
that
way of
Paimon?
life,
That was like, yeah,
yearning
that
for
was
the world beyond the
Paimon. Like
mountain.
literally,
They're
you
safe,
fished
but
Paimon
Pum
out
culture
of the
was like
river and
feathers
you
around him.
That's impressive. I'm not even mad. The so-called Pyro Archon, who the trailer
sounds a lot
said
like
she
you.
will reveal all the questions and mysteries of the
Yes.
world.
That is why
So
she
we
too
haven't had those
is
questions and
staying
mysteries
on the line
answered
to
yet. So we have no sibling
One
lore.
day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain,
It was in
he
Sumeru.
spied a
Okay.
battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their archenemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations.
Interesting. I have nothing to say to that.
Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue,
But does sibling
approached a
lore
soldier.
matter? It
learned a
matters to
shocking piece of
me.
Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives.
It's
all
one of
over
those
the
weird things
mountain,
where it's like, no, I get
then
what
lure their enemies within.
Mihayo is trying to do,
Danger lurking
or
with
like
every
the dev
step.
team is trying to
The mountain
do.
dwellers' homes
But
were
my
no longer
interests
safe.
are in like a completely
Geocles
different
quickly
ball
returned to
field.
his village to bring the
So
news
it
to
is
the
hard to get
people.
invested in like the general story of Genshin.
Let me
Oh,
guess.
god damn it. Tribby in the
refused change
thumbnail.
and
She's
chose to put
not
up
on
with
the
the
screen right
situation instead.
now. No, so I'm gonna leave. Have a good day.
Right.
But if you
The mountain
wait
dwellers
like
were
an
fearful of
hour
even the smallest
after they're
change
done
to their
talking,
lifestyle,
eventually
leaving
we
their
will see
home.
Tribby again.
Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather
You know, I'm
negotiate
trying
for
not
peace
to
instead
take
of leaving the mountains.
Fiction so seriously anymore, but I'm honestly so
both
tired of
angry
sibling
and
romance,
sad.
creepy age gaps, and Weinsteins in anime.
If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
That being said, Snowdy,
Lead my
if like a
people on a
500-year-old
resistance,
like fox lady came up to me, I would
I can't think of a
100%
solution that would make everyone happy.
like say yes. I'm sorry.
A solution
I only
that
speak
would
from the
make
heart.
Everyone happy.
Listen, Morgana made the biggest hater of
That's how
mascot
naive
characters
we
that
are.
follow the player anywhere. You
Well,
say that, but Teddy
Let me
exists.
tell you what Geocles did.
Without like just
He took
within the
mountain
same
dwellers'
franchise,
store
Teddy
of
exists.
gemstones, traded them with the Ladonians for a
Without
massive amount
the
of
sibling, the
gunpowder.
Protec has zero
He
motivation.
didn't do this to fight
Also
the
that.
companions.
It's Chinese, so
the
one of
cover
them
of
dies
night,
and assimilates
instead
all the
of blaze
life and
the
becomes a
forest surrounding the
metaphorical
settlement,
or
forcing his people to
conception
flee the mountain.
of, and the traveler
That
reaching
great fire
ascendance
marked the
leaves
beginning
the
of mountain dweller
world
history.
that is about to be
Since then,
destroyed.
Their people became part of civilization.
Well, you see the difference between
Giants became homicides in the holy city.
well, you see the differences
Meanwhile,
with you and
that
the
mountain
Sexy
they once lived
Kitsune
in
is that
turned
you're
into
actually
little more
full-grown
than
adult.
foam inside the
But
black tide.
theoretically,
But leaving their
if I was a
homeland
child,
also
that
brought many mountain
Sexy
dwellers
Kitsune
misfortune.
would also have been like well above my like age gap.
They were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved.
I don't know. I had this conversation with
That is undeniably
like some
also
people
part of their history.
in a Discord I'm in, where it's like
That is Geocles for you.
when
Merits
they
of his
do
actions,
Persona like
or
social
lack
links,
thereof,
it's a little weird
have
for them
been
to
scrutinized
like
by many.
do the romance
Historians
options with
nevertheless
the
hail him as
adults.
the mountain
But
breaker.
also as an adult, it's weird to do it with
Why
the
do you think
kids.
that is?
Or yeah, with like the main cast. And it's one of those things where it's like I kind of get where they're coming from, but I also just use that as like an excuse to learn more about the characters. Teddy isn't around the whole game.
Trying to make everyone happy. He started
Neither
a
is
great
Morgana
fire
because
and
he
burned
like
the
dies or
shackles of tradition
something
to ashes.
before you get Haru.
Forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new
Didn't
era.
matter. And the traveler will keep traveling to get his power
Made up
and
your mind,
sword back
haven't
before
you?
meeting his assist. Oh, you mean the Silver Sword Plus?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon
I get it.
to fight the great
Teddy
darkness of this
is
world.
also trying to dictate
shoulder
when you
Nidor's
work
destiny.
and when you need to sleep.
So,
Incorrect. He does do
listen
that.
well. If there comes a
Even
day
worse,
when we meet again on the
he
battlefield,
ruins the whole
I
mood
stand opposed to the
for the
flame
group.
chase.
There's a scene in the fourth game
Remember
where
to
they're in a
stab
hot
your
bath
sword
and
into
Naoto
my
is
back
literally just
through my
outright
10th
saying,
thoracic vertebra.
shadows have no rights.
That's my weak
Checkmate,
spot.
atheist. The Archon quests
only way to
matter
kill
even
me.
less. The Gnosis MacGuffin will end up in Fatui hands by the end of each nation story.
You have my
Did they
word.
do that for Malvukia? I can't pronounce her name. Himiko. Genshin Himiko. I'm sure they did, but I'm more curious on how they did that.
Go now.
I need
Battlefield calls.
the rest of the
Turn that
Harbingers
flame
to
tea
just
and hyena to
jump
their
the
death.
Traveler at this point. At this point, I'm surprised they
You
don't
find
do it.
yourselves with no other
Like, I'm sure they're
recourse.
busy with like more
Pray to that
important
blade in
things.
the
Like
sky.
in the grand scheme of things, like the Traveler isn't as important
Loudly
as
call
what they're
out the
doing.
name of the new god.
Not yet. I'm sure they will. Really? It's been a couple patches though. I thought they would have at this point. Teddy tortures Yosuke, which is deserved. On Yosuke hate in my chat,
That's the sound of an all-out
fucking
war.
disgusting.
Not the
I
kind
think
of
growing
ruckus
up made me
Professor Anaxa
slightly
can
less
raise on his
tolerant
own.
of anime tropes. Like I'm too
hurry.
old
The
to find.
battlefield
Oh
is
my
just
god!
ahead.
Oh no! He accidentally walked in our naked funny. Oh god! I sound like. Hold on. Can I actually do that in a Squidward voice? Oh my god! Oh no! He accidentally walked in her naked. Funny. Funny. Hilarious. No, I'm with you. Like, I was watching like some anime clips
No way.
recently, and it was like,
Noah.
oh, a conventionally attractive like
I
adults.
didn't think she'd
But
manage
also
to
there
send
might
the
be some
Kremnoans
drama
to
with like
assist.
the love interest, because
Brave warrior.
he
What's
used to
the
be married to
situation
someone,
from
or he might used to have been married to someone who looked exactly like her. But this is all from like a clip I gathered, so it's like, oh, I'm actually curious.
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you?
I will
You've
say
been
though.
instructed to assist you in trapping the flame.
Actually, no, I won't say. Stop watching that anime. That's the trick, Ignat. All anime is bad. Every Archon, for some reason, oh, the Fatui want my gnosis that the creator has given me, and there's still reason to protect it. Yeah, it's a trinket. You can take it. To be fair, I think they're cooking something. Like they obviously know something that we don't, which is frustrating. A horse curse lodged in his throat, refusing to escape. Moments later, he convulsed. His drop. See, the issue isn't related to Squidward. The
Kremnoans
issue is
really are
acting
just
like
like their
Squidward to
king.
other people. Yeah,
Rest
but
in
if
peace.
I don't know.
May your
It's one of
glory
those things
last
where it's
forever.
like, yeah, you're allowed to not like things, but
They come
I
to
get
fight
that
on their own
sentiment.
accord.
I try not to be super cynical when I go out to movies with family, because it's one of those things where they just A, don't take you seriously, and B, you're not going to change their minds or even like engage in a decent conversation with them. So it's like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of them having a gnosis if they... Again, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, they may know something that we don't. We all have a bit of Squidward in us. Some of us are more Squidward than others, though.
See?
Oh, it's a dude. I know everyone must like what I like.
Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mighty said
Ready
before?
for round 2? Probably not.
Cast aside
There's gonna be a
all
round 3, I bet.
distractions.
Give
Once
us
you're on the
Gnosis. We need the power boost with how much the Traveler gets their shit kicked
Today,
in.
destiny shall stand with us.
Oh, everyone shut up. Cutscene.
Finally. Hence in the memories of the dead. Executioner.
Annexa aura farming. The Union strike is still in.
Sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Hold on, I need to be
Frail
right
child
back.
of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 1.
Sparkle, I was taking a piss. Why would you count down from 10? You fool. Don't worry, gamer. Sparkle will be corrected. Yay, cats. One of them is a cat. The other is, actually, no. One is a bird. The other is, the spine of a cat. Joe's Zaya made a good video about the strike. Not gonna lie, I just got bored with the drama and I just uninstalled Genshin Impact. I know nothing about the drama, and it's one of those things where it's like I also don't care. I'm not American, so I can't speak on this, except because I'm worried for you. I understood all your games I was playing. Base, that's the only real answer we need.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Yeah, do
Time to
this,
cleanse the filth.
and then we heal up. Replace every single VA with Paimon's VA. I agree.
I'll go easy list. Feeling spiffy?
Still waters of oblivion.
Alright, let them attack.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
You know what? Do
I
this.
weep
I'm gonna save Welt's ultimate though. With other famous voice actors, I want Dilucus Christian Bale. No, I don't want a Studio Ghibli situation. Sorry, I'm scratching my foot. Where it's like we have actually no. I was about to say because then we have like Shia LaBeouf as like a main role, and it's like I'd actually be up for that. Tired of the same famous actors. I just want to hear. God damn. Oh, why did I want the Trailblaze to be voiced by Tom Holland and Zendaya.
Can you find the answer?
They're trying to overwhelm us with something. Split up and take them out.
Nothing that don't survive.
Oh, what a spirited display, deliverer.
Be of your body and mind.
Free will.
Can
Destined for oblivion.
my cabbage is slug update. They're laying waste to a cabbage. I want Himiko and March 7th to be voiced. God damn it. You better be providing them with all their necessary cabbages. Alright. And then
The truth. Everything in this world is fleeting.
I weep for
provide them, just give them salt. No! Do not salt the snails. Unacceptable. I can't take it anymore. Is there a difference between lettuce and cabbage? Yes. There is. Can I tell you what that difference is at the top of my head? No.
Can you find the answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that.
You have no malice, but we must scream. Based, I have no mouth and must scream reference.
You know nothing of survival.
Lettuce is
or
water
destroy.
grass, cabbage is grass water. Lettuce has a smoother texture.
another journey to the still waters of oblivion.
May the foul stench dissipate. Time to cleanse the filth. Let's play pro. Feeling spiffy?
Free will, or was it fate?
Stand down.
Be of your body and mind. Let's. Can you find the answer? I'll go easy.
So many cabbage enjoyers, it seems.
Another journey destined for oblivion.
All right, do this,
I weep for the departed.
and then you should perish, or not. Everyone, shut up, cutscene. Why are you back? Oh, that's Mightymost. Sword forming.
Come down from the sky.
This city is mine anyway.
Why shouldn't I go through the front door?
I don't know. I think Mightymost is aura farming right now.
Minion of the Black
Round 3.
I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, will be your opponent today.
Long time no see, Mikador.
And her coffee. Hold on. Then burn my dynasty and offer these ashes to. Alright, that's fucking cool. Is that actually what it's called? No, it's just mighty. Burn my that fucks hard. I don't fuck.
Free will,
No,
or was
I
it
don't have
fate?
sex. I fuck.
Still waters of oblivion.
Allow me to purge the root.
Let's begin.
I saw that graphical glitch. Don't worry about it.
Let's play for a while. Can you find the answer?
Another journey begins, destined for oblivion.
So definitely do this. And I guess I'll save the stop spawning!
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
Cause how does the mechanic work again? Stores HP to summon the current. After launch vessel is completed, this unit cannot restore HP to consumed. Okay, yeah. No, I want those like.
Feeling tired already?
Just do it, easy boss. I want to like treat the mechanics with respect. Right.
Leads to self-destruction.
Whatever you say, gamer. Oh, he's doing the. Oh, that was cool. Because his big fuck off attack had like the Amphorius Infinity Ring. Maybe the wheel Amphorius should find me along the way.
We honor the fallen gods with this.
I mean, only use the mechanic when I use 4-star characters.
Still waters of oblivion.
May the foul stench just hit.
You know nothing of the weight.
Sure, he's the best girl.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no
I mean,
choice.
yeah, it's not. That's not even an argument.
Free will.
I'd wreck Shui. I'd make her understand what it's like to be human again.
Yeah. The truth burns everything in this world.
Wait, what the
It's
fuck
bleeding.
did I say? Did you say something? Because the last message you made was about the cabbage.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
All right.
Time to end this.
No, it's good. Oh, unlimited blade works, but with dudes? I need men. What? Don't you mean nudes? No, I'm in a fight. I mean. Like 2 days until it unfortunately died. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. This fucks.
Heroic souls of strife, heed my call.
Oh, I thought they were gonna actually do like a thing. They had like a metal thing going.
The agony this world needs.
Oh. Okay, they did do something with it. That's cool. Is there like a stage 4 where we get to deal with this? Like play with this in the background?
New god has come to Castrum Kronos.
So he can't have red blood, but they can have ash. His name was Gatsby, and his hobbies were sleeping and eating fruit. Aw, just like any good bat.
Warriors have returned.
But are the rumors true? Has Oryx
Hey, at least you had like the opportunity to like make its last days comfortable. Not to like make a lighthearted stream heavy or anything. Feels like a Asura's Wrath, but more anime and crystals. Honestly, Mighty has like a. I don't know if it's just Mighty specifically or like his overall design, but he does have like a bunch of Asura's Wrath like influence. The only thing he needs is like to spawn 4 arms from his back.
This
Mighty Alter
doesn't
One.
feel right.
There will be bloodshed.
Probably because Oryx
Stand
is
in the
gone.
mirror,
Oryx
stand in
was a
the
generous
mirror,
titan in the eyes
nods
of the
his,
people.
or the man in the mirror
He
nods his.
graced
You know
us
what? I'm a
with
fake Metal Gear
miracles,
fan. I'm sorry,
allowing
gamers.
humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
Just gonna look how lame this looks. This
What
is
they don't know
cool.
is
Leave,
the
like
Titan
not
didn't
peak
do all of
Honkai,
that
but
of its
not
own
like
volition.
bad Honkai either.
Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender.
We get it
Oryx's
made.
fortune.
We see the fit.
A meeting with that
D.I.
woman again
woke.
so
No.
soon?
We
I just
failed
can't catch a
again.
break.
To be
Professor
fair, this was like a
Anaxa,
big part of his story about
why
like
don't you
either becoming
find
king
someplace to
or like
rest
god,
first?
and he's chosen to become god.
Matters that require
The
Aglaya's
thing is,
attention
with this
are piling up.
chapter specifically,
You two
it feels like
meeting
a
again
bunch of
will,
character
forgive my honesty,
chapters
only distract.
that they decide to shove into like
Try to stay on your best
put
behavior.
some meat or girth into the story. Like, you know how Genshin
That's not up to me.
characters will have their own like character
I've been
missions?
trapped in
I
her
feel like
prison the moment I set
that was
foot
a
in
bunch of
holy
this in this
city.
chapter.
The price of having a titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
Where's Aglaya? Man, the prof's kind of
Professor Anaxa can be a bit unrestrained. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Ornyx's core flame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters.
Character stories in GI are bad. I liked the one
Somehow
with
feels like D has closed himself off even more.
who was
after he
the
completed his trial.
the leeway Archon.
Yeah. A lot
There
has
was
happened in the past few
a
days.
character story with him.
You've been lost in thought
where
for a while now too, Treeby.
He, you, and a Tomb Raider essentially go on a Zhongli.
She has
Yeah,
found Trian.
Zhongli. It is Zhongli. Thank you,
She was at
gamers.
the bottom of the valley outside the temple.
There's a character story where he and a grave robber and yourself kind of like
That's
go
where the good
along
news
a
is.
tomb.
I'm sorry.
And it's
It's
a
alright.
really interesting way of like
also
how
found
he
someone else
interprets
besides Trian.
punishments.
He was no better than a
Since the
corpse
grave
when
robber
Trian
essentially
and Hyacinth
broke,
arrived. He had
like,
suffered
their
more cuts than
contract,
could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a
he
great
decides
height.
to punish them. But unlike
All
the
to free
previous one
Trian's
where
body
they just
from
kind of like
clutches
murk the
of
dude,
black-robed swordmaster.
Zhongli gives information that
Brave soul.
kind of in the end destroyed the perspective
who
of the
he
grave
is?
robber, because the grave robber
Yes.
wanted something to like bring
It's
light to
Praderos.
their gods' like that would essentially clear their god's name or something. But Zhongli was like, yeah, actually this god was a coward and had nothing of advantage to provide. They turned all their followers to salt.
If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
Oh, so you guys, Kratos was a good guy.
Your body made of flesh and blood as it is will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Kratos.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan,
Why is
I know not
Kratos
the fear of
white? Why are you white?
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell.
Mm.
But
There goes my
answer me
Arizona
this,
cans.
Child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
Sorry, Gibble. This is
As the leader
this is
of the
lore.
God Shield
I actually want to pay
Brigade's
attention to this
elite,
bit.
I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over and over. Hundreds and thousands of times.
Oh man, that's a lot.
A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Pity. And crumble like rusted iron.
Good. Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my
If they give this man a
descendants.
cutscene, I'll make Kratos Rule 34 art.
For Kremnos, for my king, for Amphorius.
Oh, even Kratos gets his own little character development. Man, rip a real one. Yeah, she wanted to prove that Morix murdered her god. Turns out her god kept fleeing and was murdered by her people to spare her from dying to the other Archons. Yeah, because there's a whole war in that region. Thank you for elaborating the lore that I do not... I know I just finished saying it was kind of cool, but it's like the only cool one that I can remember at the top of my head.
Why does she look like
It's Oleg's model with a different beard and Welt's hair.
I don't understand.
Quick Katsu ass motherfucker. Yeah, but for real, Kratos looks really cool. I mean, if you're gonna design an NPC and make them important, you might as well make them interesting, you know? Oleg, but his animation
free of sorrow.
Dude will be known as the Ghost of Sparta. Sabaton reference?
That truly exists. Does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists.
Sorry, I'm thinking of a joke.
Remember, the prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kefili before it fell silent.
So Trian, Rip, and Pepperoni? Yeah,
all of its creations
pretty sure.
Dearly, and would never bear to lead us astray with lies.
Trianos' prophecy is that only one will stand to witness the like prophecy or whatever.
Veteran?
So her whole prophecy is just like foreshadowing.
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can.
So true.
Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Akama for good...
Does this count as a main character death?
No. Let's hope that
or
never
does like the entirety of Trianos have to like be murdered? This is already nothing short of miraculous. When we found Kratos, he was no better than a corpse. Excuse me. Oh my god, I saw that frame, and if this game crashed like during a bath scene and not the CG, I probably would have lost my shit. Can't believe the Glea Rule 34 is the only thing of value to come out of this. Also the memes where Anaxa tells her to KYS. Trian does count as a death?
Everyone,
okay.
Please take this opportunity
Heck
to
yeah.
rest and prepare for what awaits us.
The amount of water in the city. I wonder how much moss, scum, and mold would have to be scrubbed every day.
Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
If you think that's bad, this is like Aglea's bathwater. Imagine how much mold would be here. If I was a mold particle, I'd want to settle here. Oh, we actually have to like do something. No, I wanted to check.
Incredible.
Thanks, game. Thank you.
Core flame not so long ago.
Maybe I wasn't ready to progress the story game.
It would be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
This is what trailblazing is. Where the nameless go, troubles follow. We've melted a real glacier before. That is true.
You could say this is the true face of history.
The pools don't make me happy. Oh, yeah, the pools don't make me happy. I like pools. Yeah.
Alas,
like,
now is not the time for us.
They're obviously, yeah, they have this big fucking Edmonton Park ass like fucking pool. Although I would never go in a public pool like the ones like these.
It just seems much more efficient than
because it's one of those things where it's like, you know, somebody like had a band-aid that ripped off or that came off in one of those pools, and I'm like, no.
I do concur with your assessment of efficiency.
I like Amphorius. I like the vibe more than Penacone.
Let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Orynyx. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames for titans like Orynyx and Circes, who had
like, are you just like talking about like the story of Penacone, or like the aesthetics, or sorry, the story of Amphorius, or the like environmental vibes?
Everything into disarray.
Because I can see why someone would be like, yeah, I actually like the environments of Enforius more than Penacony.
We can't even begin to imagine the
setting?
disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand.
I mean, yeah, it's not very often you get to see like Greco-Roman inspired anime like settings. If that makes sense. The only other thing I can think of at the top of my head would be Minos from Arknights, and that has like next to no lore. That probably has less. No, I was about to say that has less lore than Surtur, but that's not true. Surtur has so little lore.
The elite among the Chrysos heirs.
I went to a water park for a while back, and it was one of the best days ever, despite how gross public pools low-key are. Okay, you know what? I can't take that away from you.
Cannot compel anyone into divinity.
I buy the Penacony vibe more if it's a sci-fi fantasy better than this Genshin-looking place.
Truly a dilemma.
To be fair, it is like, as I mentioned, very Greco-Roman, so I can see why they would be more fantastical and less like.
Give it a try.
Jesus. I've been waiting to say that, friend. So you're okay with sentencing me to the gallows?
Mem special, mem.
Yeah, gamers, I'm special. Also went on a water slide where I had to go down face first on a board. Thought I was gonna die. Those are kind of fun though. Gives you a little bit of an adrenaline rush. Gives us Surtur lore than we deserve. You are my special. Cope and Sieve. Cope and Sieve.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
That is really weird how Enfield will have like. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about Enfield right now.
Hands of the Twilight Courtyard.
I didn't get into the beta test, so why would I care? Hate being a hater, but this rabbit is making me crave some stew. You should have came in the last stream.
This isn't about me, mighty
they literally had a mem floating above an ember crystal, and the joke was they're cooking mem up to eat them.
Power of strife is stirring a tempest.
Think of it as a dog and lose your appetite.
My bones have turned into steel.
You can eat dogs.
My blood is seething.
I know it's frowned upon, but you can eat dogs. That's all I'm saying.
Rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might.
Kratos is a dilf, though. I mean,
I've made history.
Speak your facts, Queen.
Henceforth, divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed.
I mentioned it earlier, like on the last stream, but I like how they did create a different texture for the eyes, make Kratos homophobic.
Bring our people home.
Can you eat anything if you, or you can eat anything if you try hard enough? That is true. Like, you know those poisonous mushrooms? Just take them in doses and then build up the dose so that you can. It's like in The Princess Bride.
What?
Where the guy was like, I actually poisoned both their glasses, but I built an immunity to the poison.
Devotees of Nikador's might banded together
painted on abs,
and erected a city of their own. Ever since then,
painted on abs, motherfucker.
Wielded by the god of war.
Painted on abs, more like painted on ass. Ho ho ho, got him.
Gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed.
Shark is a relatively famous fish meat where I live, and it makes me feel guilty every time I'm served it.
The city and the beliefs that Kremnoans hold
watched
so dearly,
a video, and apparently people will actually like take the shark fin and put it into soup.
It could be crushed with a single touch in the eyes of the Titan.
And I don't think they explain that it tastes like something. I think it's just more of a texture thing.
Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands of years with mere words?
Yes, because it's really funny.
That pride
not painted on abs. I inspected Miday's body closely for research, but I can confirm he is a Chad.
My next step.
I'm sure you could just get like an MMD model.
No.
And like do a little bit of
convey my message to
observing. I saw someone actually like take Evelyn's MMD model from Zenless Zone Zero, and they're talking about the textures, and it's really interesting how it's done. Even for something as basic as an MMD model.
Commenced in the year 2506,
Shark fin is basically
the
just
light
bone
calendar.
broth,
Concluded in the year
and it's
49.
unnecessarily cruel to the sharks. Well, my hope is that they take the fin, and then they reuse the other bits.
Son of Gorgo.
It's not necessarily like a
Hereby
pufferfish, if you know what I'm talking about, where you have to, like, take out...
The Cromnoan dynasty comes to an official
I can't remember
close
if they took out,
today.
like, a third or two-thirds of the fish because it is just poison.
You have killed us all.
No. I am granting
Actually,
you
what I
beginning.
learned recently is China actually
What is
bred a
this?
species of
Another
pufferfish.
signet ring.
And it's supposed to be less
Served as a symbol of kingship.
venomous
And I now imbue
than
it with
its
a
other
fresh
family
significance.
members. But they still, when they're
Rally
prepping
those
it,
who
they
have
still
lost
treat
their
it as it
identities.
would be
Convey
a
the
normal
words of
pufferfish.
Mightymost. Now ascend
Because
into
there's
the
always the chance that pufferfish comes in. But I also like it
No
because it
longer
kind of
need to chase
preserves the
fleeting
art of
honors or face
prepping the
death on
fish.
battlefield as if it were your sole
They
destination.
take the fin and throw the shark back in the water to
Well,
die? What? Okay,
Must
that's
adapt
unfortunate.
fate into the city.
Because you could just
once
eat,
observed
like,
with
shark meat, right?
indifferent eyes. A cruel fate.
Like, is that not a
awaits
thing?
Amphorius. No matter how illustrious a
They don't.
dynasty
Usually
may
what
seem,
happens is they catch the shark, cut off the
crumbles to rubble
fins, and
and
then
gravel
eat them
before
back in the water to
foes.
slowly die. But
Yet, you shall tread the only path out. One that leads to a brand new world.
like, is that not an
habitat.
unrealistic expectation? Is
task
that you
me
could
with
just
being your
eat
messenger?
the
Why
shark?
not
I don't
explain
know.
all this to them yourself?
Yeah, that really sucks.
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of gods and spiral into madness for it.
It's your average, everyday human.
Humans who stand ready to raise their shields high. To
Find
protect
very
the
weird
lives
unnecessary
behind
ways to eat animals. In the same video I was talking about, apparently there's
I
a
failed to save
bird
that child.
That is irrelevant.
that is served in
As demigods, they
France.
have long been prepared for it.
And basically they'll overeat
What
the
truly
bird,
matters
keep
is
it
that
in
you
low
showed
light
up
conditions so
there.
it will do nothing but
shielded
keep
her.
eating. And then
The
they will
one who
throw it into a
persuaded
jar
Aglaya to
of
set
like
me free that night.
preservatives. But the thing is,
Was
they
that
don't
you,
kill it, they'll just
Mighty
put it
Mouse?
in as is.
Yes.
And then
She's not
It's
one
kind
to
of
easily
messed up.
make a concession. What did you offer?
I was just about to bring up the bird.
I stake to my
I've
mother's
seen the
name to
salmonella
guarantee the
or
integrity of
salmonella
your
video.
soul to her.
I'm educated in the bird.
I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the flame chase journey.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense
And what
for
is next, Mighty Moose?
because it's like even
Where
with the
will you
sharks,
be
like from a
headed
moral
now?
standpoint, it's kind of garbage.
The place where I
But also
belong.
from like a logistical standpoint, why
my
wouldn't you
promise.
want to like
The madness that
cut the
has
shark
plagued
up and then
Nicodoran, the
donate certain
darkness that has
parts? Like maybe the
consumed
skeleton and like
Amphorius.
certain types of the body you wouldn't be able to do, but you could
It's now
probably
my
like take the
turn
main
to
bit,
fight
right?
against it.
How do people even come up with this stuff? Are they bored?
There are some people to meet with before I leave.
I'd assume so, yeah.
Let's go.
It's like one of those things where someone ate coffee beans because they looked at their goat and they were tripping out. France does a lot of unnecessarily animal cruelty for mid. I was about to say, it's like, no, that's not the case, but then it's like, oh wait, they do that with like the snails and stuff like that, and it's like, switch to midday in the team menu. Why would I want to do that? But I will do that for you. We'll swap out Acheron. Someone looked up at Chile and like the pain spice gave them. I must endure the spice. Hands off my slugs. Alright, your slugs are safe because here's the thing. I can't stuff anything. They don't have a shell. I can't stuff anything into them. Spicy plants are spicy to defend themselves from animals. We eat that shit up. I also seen the pirate software video. Humans are like space
You may have
orcs.
it. Consider it your reward.
I was talking to a bunch of I was talking to some coworkers, and apparently there's like a fiction where people did compare humans to space orcs because we are just that crazy. All right,
You're here,
like Leia's on the
Magnus.
stream. I'm gonna go pee.
It seems that you are prepared.
Admire her boob textures.
Yes.
You aided Akuma through yet another trying ordeal, and my gratitude knows no bounds.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed one step at a time. Furthermore, you are ready to dedicate all that you have, regardless of the promise you made to me, aren't you?
Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership, adaptability to change.
Adapt, improvise,
It's only
overcome.
recently that I've come to realize the
No
truly
cats.
remarkable quality you
No
possess.
cats. I mean, we're getting a
And
cipher.
what is it?
It's the
But
magnetic
and Cipher,
allure
along
in
with being
your
a cat,
presence.
she's also a pardo
Draws
mechty,
people
not a
to
mechty.
gather around you
Sorry, I have girls
willingly
frontline on my brain.
to seek
She's also
your
a party
guidance.
XP, so I am
They
100%
strive
ready
not
for
to
that.
disappoint you,
He
not
who
through
controls
fear
the
of
spice
repercussion.
controls the
Out of
universe.
sincere alignment with your
Medea
ideals.
X Aglaya. Aglaya
That is
X DEI.
precisely what every ruler of Castrum Kremnos has been missing.
God, I love the Aglaya and Axos
I am
memes.
truly honored.
Like,
to
I don't
hear
think
that.
they've interacted with each
And now,
other directly in this
You have
episode
risen as the most powerful
or in this
demigod in the
chapter,
world.
and people are like,
How do you intend to wield
they would
this newfound
absolutely hate
power?
fuck each other.
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion and become the strongest bulwark for Amphorius.
I hope
to
we get a
defend
Mobius
against the
XP,
Black
but I
Tide.
think that's gonna be Anaxa.
I will secure enough time for the flame chase.
I mean, I was gonna
journey
pull for Anaxa anyways.
until you manage to lead
but,
everyone
you know,
to reach the
it is what it
miracle of
is.
Genesis.
But then we have the fake collab coming up. If mermaids were somehow real in this universe, then this city would make
Yet,
bank
the
off
one who
tourism.
guides the people to the destination need not be you and I.
That is true.
What did you see after assuming
Unless this is like a Roman situation where all
Despite
the
passage of 1,000 years,
did they charge
every word of that prophecy remains
in like
as
ancient
vivid
Rome?
as ever.
Well, not ancient Rome, but in like throughout Roman history,
You shall
were
have your final bath
bathtubs free
in warm
or
and
bathhouses?
radiant gold.
Because it's like super significant in their culture, if I'm right.
just as cryptic as all the other prophecies.
Kind of hate XP, is not gonna lie. Is there a specific
What's
reason
the
for
reason
that,
for
or
the
is it
love
just
I was just thinking.
they just don't vibe with you?
Ordinary person
Because part of me
encountered
is
these
like,
words, they would probably stay away from the baths for the rest
I
of
just
their
want all
life.
the Honkai XPs.
But I cannot forgo the delightful experience a bath offers.
Although I can totally see people like
So,
want
I
different
assume
characters.
you also glimpsed
That being said, we got a
yours,
Bronya,
Magnus?
and I know it's not the same Bronya, but I would
One day, you shall die
destroy
with
her
a wound in
butt
your
in a
back.
millisecond.
Well,
And then
that
the
is
next
a
millisecond,
rather
I let her destroy my
straightforward
butt.
Scenario.
I believe in gender
If I were to be
equality.
terrified by drivel
I
with
ain't
no
afraid to get
basis,
pegged like a
would
real
not have
man.
attracted your gaze
As long
join the
as
flame
I'm
chase
top
journey in the
while
first
being
place.
pegged, I don't have a problem. Because it's gay if you're bottom.
You speak the truth. May you be destined for a path of fate, and may we reunite in the promised
sorry.
new world.
Some character designs in all the
Farewell,
other
my
games, I don't know, lack of creativity, I guess, in favor of fan service. That's fair. I'm not gonna criticize that opinion. This dude trying to break his girlfriend's spine. Speaking of spine... Nah, I'm kidding. Arknights is releasing a new character. And it's one of those things that are like on my mind right now. They actually like showcased her skills, and I'm like, this is pretty good. Bid farewell to Triby, Castorice, and the Grand Craftsman. Okay. Well, I want to say goodbye to them, but where are they? Laios in shambles.
Is Lady Trebios not here?
Lord Mighty!
Hyacinth. So you are the physician Kratos spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was pulled back from the brink of death.
I really should, like...
You have my gratitude.
Unlock the modules for the Delicious and Terra units. Because I want to know what they're up to.
What happened
in the Rainbow Six modules, we kind of get the idea. I think Tachanka's module is actually my favorite. Because it's just him being an uncle to the Ursus children. And it's like, I am all up for this. I will eat that shit up.
To quote Lady Treby, we should all focus on tomorrow. Shouldn't we?
Mighty. Yeah. You're getting it.
You've always been the most optimistic one among us.
Yo, outdone us once again.
Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible to see a new day.
His full name is Mighty Mouse, so I like calling him Mighty Mouse every now and then.
Yourself as well. Humanity has already taken hold of strife, and one day it will also reach the sky.
Do you really believe I can do it?
I can give you a module TLDR for Dunmeshi. You know what?
Hero of legends.
Fuck it, sure.
Conquer the core flame of Aquila.
Given your good rapport with the demigods,
all I'm assuming is, like, for the most part, they did. I wouldn't say they buggered off. Yeah, because they're a group. I don't see them, like, separating. His full name should be Mighty Numbani. Number 9.
Rest assured, if fate has truly selected me, I'll be ready.
Don't utter those cursed words in the stream.
They're not around at the moment.
I saw a video about, like, Mighty Number 9, which isn't uncommon.
No need.
Because it's titled The Worst Kickstarter Disaster to Ever Exist. But this video was from like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, people are still talking about this game.
Farewell?
Like, remember how that game was going to have like an anime? I wonder what the studio's doing recently, actually. I am in the process of building Elysium.
Never again return to Akuma.
And now starting every stage with 3 flag banners. Bearers, sorry. That is
something that I'd like you to help
a bit of an overkill, but you know what? Fudge it. Why not?
I'm all ears, Lord Mighty. I'll make sure to convey
I'm back. What did I miss? Did the one child with red hairs die? Yes.
Scouts behind enemy lines.
It was bad, Fen. It was so bad that when the game crashed, it actually just bricked your console. You need to dismantle to fix it. Actually, that was for the Wii U version. Don't speak to me about the ancient tomes. I was there when they were written. I think this might be the closest one. One of the child with red hair died. For real, let's go. There's only a Wii. No, there's also PC version, and I'm pretty sure there's an Xbox and PlayStation 4 version. Now, I want to say there's also a DS version, but that one I might not be aware of. There's no PC version on Steam. I'm pretty nope. I know for a fact there was a PC version. I'm pretty sure. All right. Capper Max. Now there's only Wii U version on Nintendo. What game are we talking about here? Mighty Number 9. That was the that was supposed to be the the spiritual successor to Mega Man, but it just flopped. Since Senshi just complains about an electric cooker, Chill Chuck fixes an alcohol factory, Marcel being into romance stories, really into Chen's furry uncle and aunt, Laios all the stuff he collected, and got confiscated for being a menace. That is the most Laios thing I've heard about. There's no crime in Bossing Say. I'm not one to complain about people being unoriginal because it's low-key impossible to be original these days. Yeah, like anyone who says, like, be original, you just want something done, like, executed, but done properly. But even, like, with people complaining about not being original, what was the annoying thing? It's like when people compare things to like Dark Souls or Persona 5, and it's like you only have one frame of reference. You're actually not like... What's the word I'm looking for? You're not being constructive, you're just bitching.
No. Trailblazers.
Crappy Mega Man wannabe game, yes.
My way to Castrum
Whilst also harassing the locals? Sounds like Laios. God, I gotta read that now. I really have to read that. Do we need another 5-hour essay on why Sonic 06 is bad? Yes.
Everything you have done for Amphorius.
Because if I have to suffer, everyone has to suffer. Especially with those Harry Potter videos. Like, goddamn. Like that DMC anime. Alright, the DMC anime had Green Day play in the background, so it's forgiven. Castor's outside. The Chronotos is on the market display.
A success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads.
You know what? I'm fucking trying here, man.
What's on your mind?
I guess he'll say something.
Are you drafting a sentimental farewell
Shit, that's the one hell of a comparison. I hate Dark Souls, but I also hate Persona 5. Truly interesting. No, it's just one of those things where it's like...
Now that I
think the most recent example I can think of is when Shin Megami Tensei 5 came out. Because everyone wouldn't shut up about calling it Persona.
Future of Amphorius.
And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you could probably like make a reference or two, but like in basing your entire perspective on the fact that it would be like Persona is kind of disingenuous. And your credit as a like game reviewer should be put into question.
You have my gratitude.
What you do is you watch a 10-hour lore video on Destiny 2 just to understand what is happening right now, because Bungie made 3 years worth of content unplayable. I'm subscribed to I Hate Everything, and it's very frustrating because I really wanted to watch his Destiny video, but I just couldn't put myself to go through the entire thing. Because the Union, they can put dialogue and cutscenes in normal convos.
Well,
Pippet is actually talking.
I suppose.
Pippet talks for every now and then. The thing is, they just don't make it...
It's just that I rarely take photos.
They don't make it, like, important until he's center focused, like he's doing now. They reserve it.
I wish the same for you during your time in Amphorius.
Shit, I'm filling up my water bottle. The other one is over here, right? No. Not there, but here. But you never hear that, and most of the times he talks are in cutscenes or short sentences. Battles or dialogue choices, you only hear... Well, I wasn't talking about the cutscenes or battles, but he talks every now and then.
What's going on?
They gasp. What is happening? What's this? What's this? There's something in the air.
We salute the guardian
It's
of
squished in children faces. No! Not squished in children face. Oh, did I fuck up? I should be able to... I fucked up. Shit. Oh well. He has more dialogue of talking. When there is no VA. No, I understand the irony you're saying, but also, I don't care.
We salute you.
We dedicate our lives.
It's been...
I should have known you were the mastermind behind this.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time. See those kids over there?
Why didn't you ask me?
They're the ones who brought everyone together.
Ask you for what?
I admit, that took me by surprise.
Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
For these nuts? Shit,
Well,
I got owned.
I was actually on my
About
way
this?
to bid farewell to
You know what? It's fine.
But ended up running into this.
It's fine.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose.
Unless there's like something super
better
significant
not
that
leave them
happens
waiting
after
too
talking to all of them.
Don't you think?
Man, that really fucks me up. Because there
Road
is
to
a...
Castro Kremnos from here is long.
Like one of the few character quests that
Perhaps it
Star Rail does
wouldn't
have.
be a bad idea.
I'll bring this information, I just
Take a
lie.
moment and etch their
They
faces
have a
in my
character,
memory
the
one
Hook's
last
character mission. And if you don't do it properly, you can just like get fucked real easily.
I think I see more than just the Kremnoans here.
I'm thinking... maybe it's about time the god of strife...
Is that a dinosaur?
gets
Yeah,
a
it's a
new
dinosaur.
name.
This
How
this
about the
dinosaur
god
canonically
of
eats clay bricks.
Solidarity.
And when wife told us not to eat
preservation.
clay bricks, we did it
Don't
anyways,
hurt.
and this dinosaur decided to be all smug about it.
I recommend that you steer
Under new
clear from any
information.
situation that calls for naming things.
Please fend off the violence.
You provided
I
us
suppose
misinformation.
strife still fits you
Why?
better.
I like to call it under new information.
All right. It's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last chance.
I'm so sorry Finon died of Ligma. Who the heck is Finon,
Why
Ligma
so quiet?
balls?
I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this just a facade you wear?
You know what? You sound just like Aglaia at this moment. But you're
Spend too much
not
time with
off
her,
the mark.
Medei. I swear to God.
I just thought that putting on a nonchalant
Who has bigger
front for
boobs,
this
Medei or
occasion
Aglaia?
might help us preserve some dignity.
Weird fun fact.
can see through
The
your
nerd
deception,
from the first
even
Danganronpa
without the
game
power
has
of
the biggest
mind
bust size of the entire cast. Fun fact, horses sleep standing up primarily
Am I
because it's
really that
safer.
terrible
They
at
can sleep
controlling
while
my
laying
facial
down if they're in a safe environment.
Well,
Horses are just
with that said,
absolutely chaotic though.
thank you.
Don't
for
never
aiding
trust
me
a
in
horse.
defeating my archenemy.
They're acting
Mighty
as
Mouse.
if they're moving countries despite like 10
No need to
kilometers
thank
near
me.
each other. To be fair,
This triumph brings
that's
no
a
delight.
majorly
Or does it
inconvenient 10
signify
kilometers.
closure? You understand that more
Sounded
than me.
similar.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed
But
swordmaster.
why not?
And I can't even ascertain their demise.
But why not?
Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
But that matters not.
Man, that really
Pain
makes you
may be
think.
cured, but scars remain.
Is everything just a common coincidence,
not be
or
effaced.
is there really a god watching us, you know,
Even
with a
the
plan for
divine
us and
might of
everything?
Ornyx, you
I
cannot
don't know,
stop
man.
the past from
Keeps
leaving
me
its
up at night.
marks in our blind spots. Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that swordmaster is dead? That's impossible.
He says.
Revenge is merely
To
an
a god.
obligation that must be carried out. And no one can find mental fulfillment through it.
You're right.
All right, if nobody's gonna pick up on my red versus blue reference,
Chew up and swallow
you
your
are no
past.
followers of mine.
Make sure emptiness
You're
and
all
bitterness
tourists. You're all
are the
Funichi to
only
Tony
flavors you know.
tourists. It's like if I went into like an XQC chat on Twitch and told him he's a good, loving person.
Behind you, waiting to be saved.
Because he managed, because he made that one funny clip. Maybe there is a god. Fion says to the god of war. No, they're gods in like the ancient Greek, Chinese definition of a god, where it's like, yeah, they are divine by nature, but can also be killed.
Please look after the Kremnoan warriors in my absence. They will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into Akuma.
Assimilating? I wouldn't call it whatever.
It is my sole regret that I cannot stand by them during this time.
Do not worry. Leave it to me. And, while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnoan language is really missing that many words.
Oh, get it? Because Medei won't shut up about...
The Kremnoan philosophy can never be encapsulated in a mere dictionary.
There's no word for dictionary in the Kremnoan language.
If there's a chance in the next life.
Language.
You should come visit my library.
Vocal parasites. It knows English.
I'll be on my way, Deliverer. Remember to stay alive till the final act.
God, Metal Gear Solid 5 is so good. I wish it was...
Yes.
I wish it wasn't bad.
Don't die too easily.
Had to rewind back, and yes, I understood that reference.
May triumph always be
Went back to see something. Oh my god, they actually did kill a child. You didn't believe me? Like, Kratos is alive, but not the child. Honkai Impact is back on the menu, boys.
Right.
Rip, Wendy. Am I right, gamers?
Go ahead. You better not leave any regrets behind.
Are you gay?
Are you the one who told Cartonis about the signet ring?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well... who knows?
Hey! Amazing mission complete. That right there is why you're the best boss. I quit Honkai Impact 3 around Wendy. My brother in Christ, Wendy was like... is like his second...
great courage in today's training.
You know what? Fair. Wendy might be like a good way to like... Because it's like chapter 8. Because chapter 9 is when Bronya goes into like...
There's something I want to ask you.
The mind chamber or whatever.
What is it, Maidamos?
Why must we learn to fight?
Did believe you. I just knew you weren't telling me the whole truth. Also, who the fuck is Kratos alive but not the child? Because plot armor.
And the battlefield is our destined end.
Fellas, you are literally one neighborhood away from each other.
Really?
This pretty gay, I mean Roman.
What makes you say so?
Trian died from using her powers, Alejandro.
Because you don't sound entirely sure.
I don't believe you. Actually...
You're right, Maidamos.
Actually, that makes sense, because I thought...
I once believed those words, without question. Until your father...
To be fair, did Trian die by using her powers, or was she, did she die because of the prophecy? Which came first?
How everything I believed in was utterly
The chicken or the egg? It really makes you think.
Perhaps the spirit of Kremnos.
Welcome back, Honkai Impact. Finally a death of the main cast.
As greed bloomed in the hearts of humanity over the years, such spirit had long faded alongside our glory. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine.
Damn.
Now I have just one role.
To be your mother.
That of your mother.
Hey.
Your guardian.
That dream always ends there.
She says as she praises strength.
Castle Kremnos is proving to be longer than expected.
See, Alejandro?
Kremnos said that shortly after my fall into the sea, my mother challenged my father to a duel.
10 kilometers is really long. Misha and
She died through
Gallagher.
her father's treachery.
Misha and Gallagher are indeed characters.
I never saw her face.
To be fair,
Yet each night
Misha
she
was
would
like,
show up, waiting by the flickering firelight.
should I just replay Star
I always
Rail?
anticipated the sequel to that dream.
Like, because obviously, like,
believing she had more
I just
words
don't
of
keep up with it
wisdom or
and only engage in it
guidance to
casually.
offer.
So it's like little details, like what I'm trying to make are like unimportant and void. But it's like, if I have that lack of an understanding of like the story, should I just fucking reread it?
I too am left with but one role.
They really made Dimitri's VA another sad boy with dreams of dead players. Who cares? I care
It's
to an
time for this
extent.
journey to reach its end.
I can't run. Gamers. Ah!
Look, Midamos is back.
Oh, it's Perdicus.
Glory belongs to you.
We've got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some?
Yes. Actually, no, I fucking hate pomegranates. Oh. Okay, I guess this is why they didn't want us to run.
How was your training?
Ooh, say, come and check out what I just wrote. Midamos, did you just come back from training?
I reread the stories to get minor details. In Girls Frontline, like the first one, essentially you have to reread, or you don't have to, but you can reread the story once and twice, or twice, by going through normal and hard modes. Everyone shut up.
The son of Thorgo will be crowned in blood! The son of Thorgo will be crowned in blood!
I kinda wanna know this track's name now.
Mother, I am home.
Hey. Oh my god, this is God of War. Year 4931 of the light calendar. Da-da-da-da. A new god was born. On the following day, the Kremnoan dynasty, which had lasted for 1,000 years, came to an end because this mighty is gay and didn't have children. Presently in Okuma. I like that that track.
Smell sunlight and the wind of Akuma.
Things can indeed be that bad.
This was your
Ooh.
favorite spot, wasn't it, Trian?
Redless, Oklahoma. Back in Oklahoma.
Why did it have to end
This
up
might
like this?
be more ass than Penacone. I liked the little,
Take it
like,
easy, Cass. Departure
Greek
is
war
a
cries,
part of
though.
life. It's just
The
that
current king of Kratos
ours
is
isn't
too
as
old to have children.
tumultuous as it is for
True,
ordinary
he has been
folks.
around for a while. Take the doll and eat it to make sure she's dead.
When we
Nom.
started our journey, Yanis had already provided their prophecy. Just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world. It's only natural for us to
Forest
follow
is better
the
than
same
Penacone, in
paths
my
since we
opinion, story
inherited
2.
their destiny.
Penacone has the advantage of having Firefly.
If you don't
And I
mind,
don't mean that as
Treaty,
like waifu bait, I mean like Firefly is a genuinely important
are
character
you
to
still
the
willing to
Trailblazer.
unveil that past for us? The past regarding
It is hard to
prophecy.
separate her role, not role, but like presence in Penacone
What do you seek to learn, Snowy?
when she is like that kind of important. Story 2. I can see if like you like the story more though.
Midamos has left the city to face his own fate. That is, the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow the same path as his. So, what I want to know is, as Amphorius' first demigod,
Burn the doll.
compelled you to take the first
You
step
don't
on
burn
this
the
journey?
doll. Burn the doll.
And what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back?
Panicon is good.
Despite the
Themes
fracturing
of
of your
ass
body
riding
and
versus whatever the shit
numerous
this
departures you have endured.
is. No, there is stuff happening. The problem is that it's
All right.
Mihoyo's
Teacher,
writing
Are you
in general
sure about this?
is more fluff. So you do have
He is
like a
already
decent
doing
story
what he
underneath
has to
all
do.
this baloney.
What reason do we have to keep it from them?
It's one of those things where people are like
Let's go, everyone.
there's a
Let's
bunch
go
of
to
like
the abyss of
kerfuffle
fate
about the black
and
screens,
see
and it's like
how it
there's always
used to
like a
be.
decent amount of black screens. But because Amphorius is a much longer story, we just get much more of
We will leave
what
it
was
to you.
originally there. So like
Trinan,
dialogue,
mind?
black screens, CGs, we just get a little
you
bit
not
more
coming
of
with
them.
us?
I want to stay here with Trian for a bit longer.
Algae, the golden piss thread lady.
We'll be off
The
then.
return of the golden
Take
piss. God, I wish I
Since
could
you
use
have
that as a
made your
thumbnail.
decision, then let's proceed
But
as
YouTube
you
will get
wish.
mad at me. My original
See you
Lone
later,
Trail video had the title "This Guy Is Bullshit,"
Cass,
and
are you
I
not
got.
going with them?
I don't want to say I did get
No.
demonetized, but I also
I
got
prefer
my
to remain
visibility
here to
lowered,
accompany
and I
Lady
don't know if that's
Trian.
still the case, but it still sucks.
Hated
People
being
always find
alone.
something to complain about.
What's this?
I care
little
about
gift
enjoying
that
what
I
I'm
had
playing,
hoped
and
to
you know what?
deliver
That's the
to
only
her
opinion you should
personally.
have: is your own and your
Though
feelings.
fate had other plans.
Oh,
It's just one of those things where
so
the
you saw
fandom is
us
so
arguing
big,
that day?
Yes.
opinions kind of get
I figured
overblown.
Lady Trian would like it a lot, so I bought it.
And because of their size and like density of the
see.
fandom, so to speak,
Yes.
ideas get bounced around very
I know.
quickly, very
I recognized
Easily.
it immediately that day.
so it's like,
It
yeah, you could
truly
have a
is an
hot
authentic
take
piece from
and it
Yannisopolis.
just be not
Then
correlating with
why?
what's being done, but it's
It's
still going to
just
get
that
some traction.
Trian had forgotten far more
To be
things
fair,
than
when
I.
when
example,
doesn't Mihoyo think this guy is
She
BS
forgot
and
that
fake?
This glass object meant something
It was
unfortunate,
authentic.
according to
Why,
the
what the f-
traditions of our homeland.
No, did I say I'm Arknights, Lone Trail?
I'm sorry, Lady Treby.
Because the story for Lone Trail ends with
no need
Kristen
to apologize, Cass.
blowing a
At
hole
that
through the
time,
sky and fucking
I
off into
simply didn't want her
space.
to be trapped by our past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home.
And it's one of those things where it's like,
But
wait,
now-
why did Terra have a bubble around it? Was it to keep us in?
Might
No, it
just
was to
be the
keep things
perfect
out.
gift for Trian.
And I hopefully that gets
All
expanded
shall
in
bid
Enfield.
farewell to one, and that person alone
Treby,
will
what the
witness
fuck?
the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines.
The weight of the world? Seaborn in
But
space
it would
when?
be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world.
That would be really funny if we
We'll
did get like
eventually need to know the
Seaborn,
truth.
a Seaborn
Just
faction
need the
in
right
Enfield.
opportunity.
I hope it's in the same vein as like the
me,
Burning Crusade
feels
from
like
like
the
World of
right
Warcraft, where they are just like pacified. That may not fit up with the lore. Well, I was gonna say pacified
So,
Seaborn, but
This is how the Temple of the Three
with how
Fates
much of a
looked
hive mind
back
they
in
are,
the
that might not
day.
make sense.
At this point,
I just like the idea
Yannisopolis
of
still
like
resides under Aquila's protection.
a cannot
Yet it is already fated for decline.
being a merchant in like the random
It only
in a random
contains
field.
Beautiful facade.
Is it because Amphorius has entered Era Bellica?
Yes. Strife
Oh, no, not
remains distant
Arabellica.
from this part of Amphorius
No one's allowed
right
to enter
now.
Arabellica but
In
me.
5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become
Ah,
the
yes,
source
space
of
demons. They
another
have those
war.
too. That was explained
where
in
are you at this
Zwillingsstürme in Herbst, where
Right over there.
the Witch King
Why does she look
being probably one of the more
somewhat
powerful art
different?
users, just creates just enters into an alternate dimension and fights the collapsals.
How we used to look.
And to improve on his chadness, he just builds a castle to do so.
Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone.
So the piece of that merchant had was
witness
actually
our last
authentic,
conversation
but
with
because it was a
Orange.
sign of bad omen, she rejected Trianne and her pleas and hopes that she will remember it. What the fuck? Sure. Not Solo, Tribios.
You're here, Oryx.
Oh, ooh. That voice sounds so
This is
mature.
our memory. So your senses are also aligned with the Tribios of that moment.
Couldn't make a model for adult Tribios, had to make the CN community do that.
False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way?
That's my wife! Scion, 2025. The peace, if she doesn't know, give her comfort, not rejection. Speaking of comfort and rejection, I'm gonna go pee.
But the Black Tide has already arrived, and Yanis remains in slumber. If even the God of Passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against the incoming destruction? Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And how can I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world crumble before my eyes?
This might be our last conversation, Oryx. I will do everything I can to protect
Sorry, gamers.
you from the Black Tide.
The old tale is time. The prophets are believing they are more knowledgeable than the one they serve.
She
To
just
the point of betrayal. That was in Girls Frontline. In 5.5 Operation Cube.
Time ago.
One of the SA members, Ouroboros, is like, I am the best. I am the smartest and biggest brain to ever exist. And essentially tried to kill the Hunter Squad.
Did
but because of how the Hunter Squad
Yes, but those
like
two
interacts with each
occurrences
other,
were in fact unrelated.
Ouroboros didn't take that into consideration and kind of got euchred in the end. Sorry to spoil Operation Cube for you guys.
As the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis met her demise, the world-bearing Titan also fell in another corner of the world.
When does
Let's
the
keep up with
new
her.
Arknights event
This
come
story.
arrive? Is it the 8th or the
She
10th?
should be the one to tell it.
Spoil what? Operation Cube, Girls
thing I-
Frontline story.
It's the altar of Talantin.
The 8th?
That's
Okay.
not our destination.
Because in Girls
We're
Frontline
heading to the
2,
left.
Mekti comes out on the 10th, so I was just planning 8th, thank you. God damn it. Can I say something? I really liked the cube puzzles. I really like the puzzles in
talent.
the Lawfu. I think the ones with the cubes, especially the ones with the cubes, but also the sliding circular puzzles. I really like those puzzles.
This
I kind of like the some of the puzzles in Penacone,
Giannis's
but
mace
I think
that Trinon used for
it peaked at Lawfu. Vina height,
Not only
true.
that, it also serves as a law.
But Vina can't solo
Our
Patriot, so
childhood
get
abode lies
fucked.
sealed within.
Who is in the next Arknights banner?
largest puzzle I've ever laid eyes on.
Vina, so
And it
Siege
even acts as a
Alter,
door lock.
and Babbage, who is
Should have expected something like this in the homeland of puzzles, I suppose.
a ritualist.
So, how
I
are
think
we
they
going
deal
to
burn
solve
damage, so that'll be interesting.
Follow the designated path and let the stone ball fall into the pool twice.
It's so weird. Maybe it's because it's
Seems
the
pretty
point.
straightforward.
But had everyone
Mighty
followed the
might be able to
rules,
complete
the
it in a
world
single
wouldn't be
try.
as broken here. I'm sure that's the case. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, because you're saving for you're saving for grass. I was bad at the circle puzzles. They were like the... Sorry, I agree it's straightforward, but Mighty might need at least 2 shots at it. How could you talk smack about Mighty behind his back?
It's not talking smack. It's clearly a compliment.
I just thought of them as like the puzzles from Skyrim,
You
like
were still
with the
here,
claws.
We'd probably take a lot fewer detours to solve our issues. Enough with the
I
talking.
will farm the
Let's just get started.
manganese and continue to fiend for the necras. Damn that ass. Am I right, gamers? Oh, these puzzles. Zelda ass motherfuck. No, I'm kidding. Press and hold to activate the rewinding power and rotate the maze. During the rewind, let go of the button. Okay. Okay, I get it now. I'll skip Necrosis because we have you and Monster. I think you comes before Necras, right?
Impressive.
But yeah, we do have Monster
do
coming
have
out, and
anything
if
for
the
the High
showcase is
Priest
anything like... I want numbers, but Monster at the very least sounds like a very cool unit.
Getting that stone ball to the end point looks pretty tough.
But I need to save my
hands are shaking just from looking at it.
Some special wall vents will move in a pattern using the right timing to your advantage. Okay. Okay. There you go. Did it. I saved the world.
The secret door is open.
Oh, it's not secret
Go
anymore,
inside,
though.
And you'll see the place where we grew up.
Enter the gaming dungeon. Can't believe Trivios lived in the gaming dungeon.
You grew up in a place like this.
By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title.
Damn.
Those in tune with
Arknights
the
gave
Titan's
too many
guidance
daughter
are bound
characters,
to
so we
become
got a
messengers for
granddaughter.
others.
I mean, if you want to be super technical, we've already had 2 granddaughters in the form of Frolic and
with Mother
Project
around,
Red.
Our childhood wasn't
And a
entirely
grandson.
without joy.
If we count
Even
Passenger.
so, I still find it hard to imagine.
Because they're essentially Celts'
20 years
adoptive
can go by in no time.
Trinon,
children.
For most people, 20 years is a long period of time.
I think I've said this before, but these kids sound like they are in the verge of crying every time they
Demigod sure
speak.
changes how one lives
I
through
feel bad for
time.
them at first, but it's kind of old now. Passenger, my
Believe it's been
grandson.
so long.
I mean, they're obviously trying to
Power
sound
is
cute.
Exceptional, little Gray.
And it's the same voice actress all
place
across the
Exactly as before.
character, so I can understand why there's a bit of, like, strain going on. It's one of those things where it's like, eh, it's good enough. Just do it.
There's so many boxes here.
So many
These
boxes.
should be our belongings. What's this?
It's the
red glass
emerald.
fragment.
Seen this type of glass before. It looks like a specialty from your hometown.
We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back.
Jingyuan and Triby's VA are engaged? Oh, I thought they already married.
Her face was streaked with
Because
tears.
I have seen the clip of Sayu just screaming, "That's my wife!" And it's
we
like,
couldn't resist playing with it.
you know what? That's wholesome.
But we ended up breaking it by accident.
They did get married? Well, that's...
Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly.
They ain't memeing like or they ain't memming like mem, so mem them away into other memes.
If someone gloriously died for destiny,
Memorate their
holy maiden
memes
must pick a piece
and
of
send them
glass
to the
from
mem realm.
volcano's quarry
Mem.
and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family. On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself.
Damn.
Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom.
Damn, bitch, you live like this? Oh, no, chest.
It's Tribio's.
Just as expected. It's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow?
That's right, my
Said it once, said it before. Would.
I wish I could go too.
Not into
I have
redheads,
something to ask Yanis.
but...
What do you want to ask?
How was this child born with no parent? Virgin birth. Tribios is Jesus, confirmed.
Ah, I see.
What did the mother peg the Titan? She pegged me, actually.
I can preside over it.
I'm the mother.
If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me something.
What is it?
Eat your veggies.
Be a good girl and go to sleep now. And whatever you dream of, don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes.
That's what I do when I have to pee.
Next time Aquila opens their eyes.
Just sleep through the night. I can't. My bladder's full. I'd die.
That's it? Of course
Let me be free. It's been thousands of years. A 1,000 years since I have seen the sun. Please set me free, Mother. I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
Why, Mama?
Because this ritual might take a long time.
How long?
84 years.
Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next tomorrow. If not, the tomorrow after that. But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded.
If I haven't returned in a very long time, I left some
and reach the new world on the other side.
I left some leftovers in the fridge and pizza pops in the freezer. You can cook them. And some money on the table just in case you need extra food.
As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world.
So that was a fucking lie.
The end of the west wind.
Found a way to chase away the black hole.
A radiant sea
Or the black tide. And that didn't even work. The fools.
By the gods. In the rosy horizon, you'll see a silver white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage.
She is brave and kind and a very good liar.
Storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be, waiting for you.
Wow, that sounds just like the island from my dream. Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama. Pinky promise?
Game theory.
Pinky promise. As long as you
Aventry is Trivios' mother that underwent hormone therapy.
Wishes will come true together.
If the
Not
final
Aventry.
murmurs
You know
of
what I'm
the
talking
Titan
about.
are true, if such a place really exists on the shore beyond the Black Tide at the end of Genesis,
Man, maybe I should reread the
then our
story.
promise still stands.
Because I was like, wait, isn't
Wait for me,
Aquila
Mother.
the goddess that Aventry worships?
those
But
10
that's not the
years of
case. They
darkness,
worship
finally set off.
Argenti, yes.
Where
Thank you.
did she go?
This way. Now, we'll go through this shelf.
But how? With Yanis's power?
Your mother. She hadn't become a demigod. Can a power of passages even go through the wall?
No, we hadn't acquired their power back then.
I want to say Isidril, but that's
this
not
obstacle,
correct. Isidril
it
is
was
something completely
simply
different.
A mirage?
Yes, the answer is right on the shelf.
It's
Go
a
ahead
skill
and give it a
issue.
try.
The only skill issue is my fucking patience. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not that upset.
It's a sacred passage.
It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden's supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. And now, it is turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated.
The start of all roads.
The path to the temple was in quite a state. Did someone do it on purpose?
No surprise at all. Some people caught on to what we were
That
planning
it
and
wasn't
tried
a
to
mirage, it
intercept
was a
us,
secret.
while
We can break
others
those
were willing
boxes,
to
come on.
clear the way for the Holy Maiden.
No, we can absolutely break those boxes, but we need a giant fist for it.
I can't move it. Time Titan? Is that you?
Speaking of... Should be this, right?
Just like this. Regardless of our actions, the past will remain unchanged. It was someone else who helped Trebios in the actual events of history.
Damn. That makes you think.
We don't remember the details. As for why memory recreated the past to be like this, it must be because it's closer to the answer within our heart.
The passage is now cleared.
The fuck you mean? This is why everyone under 5'9" should be at... No, we need to throw them. I'm very disappointed that being thrown hasn't been an option yet. It's like in Lord of the Rings. Toss me. What? I told you to bloody toss me.
Ornaments. Thank you, nameless god.
It's Kingdom Hearts, where the chances that we will do a time paradoxa. Time paradox is a Metal Gear reference. Actually, which did come first? Like, out of genuine curiosity, Metal Gear Solid 3 or Kingdom Hearts 1? Because Metal Gear Solid 3 came out in like 2003.
Whoa! It looked truly magnificent back then.
Relax. Take it easy.
All these people, they're just civilians, not enemies, correct?
No.
Mostly, but it might not be the case later on.
Oh, hold on one second. Kingdom Hearts 1 came out in 2002. Metal Gear Solid 3 came out in 2004. Okay.
Hey, little ones. How did you sneak in here?
Please keep it down. We had to be really sneaky to get in here.
Okay. But what did you sneak in here for?
I heard there's a lovely holy maiden living in the temple, and I want to meet her.
I want to meet her as well.
I couldn't stop her, so I had to think of a way to sneak her in.
Oh, really? I was here to meet the Holy Maiden as well, but the guard said she had to go somewhere far away today.
Far, far away, the farthest that ever been farred.
What a bummer.
What
Mommy
a
even asked me to bring her
bummer.
gift to the Holy Maiden.
It's getting late. We couldn't go home now, okay?
Okay then. We'll come back next time. Thank you. By the way they are dressed, the siblings look like civilians living outside the temple. Mother mentioned that when she was a holy maiden, she caught a girl sneaking into the temple to steal the tributes. Stealing from the temple was punishable by death, but that poor girl had no family and just wanted something to eat. So Mother took her outside and even gave her some food. Perhaps these two children are the descendants of that girl from back then.
Yeah.
Ah, Lady Maiden.
Lady Maiden indeed. Oh, who's that up there? Oh wait, hold on. I goofed. I'm sorry. I goofed.
Lady Maiden, you need to dress warmer. It's pretty cold out. Let me get you a blanket.
No need to trouble yourself. I'm just going for a quick walk.
All right, but please take care of yourself.
Don't tell me what to
Mother made us
fucking
promise
do.
to look after you before she left.
Don't listen to many English dub anime.
It's been a while since I last saw you. I just realized you've grown
all right,
into
I'll
such a
say.
beauty.
Why are these
Just
ancient
like
people
your
speaking
mother.
normally?
Oh, here, have some of my sweet pastries. She used to enjoy them, so maybe you'll like them too.
God, I'm glad I was ordering food than reading your comments, Alejandro.
What's
Just,
wrong,
it's
Lady
fine. It's
I'm
fine. It's fine.
Fine. It tastes really good.
This lady is Mother's old friend. When we were little, we sometimes got to eat the sweet Pave always remembered
sorry,
the
didn't mean to do
familiar
that.
taste. And only now do we learn where it came from.
Chucks. Oh, get back here. Get back here, child. I will consume thee. Consume the child. What's this? Is this a Psy Queen?
Apologies, Lady Maiden, but the Yanis vault is under maintenance today.
Perfect. That way, no one will disturb me while I'm talking to Mother.
But I just finished saying.
All right then. May Yanis guide your path.
The Yanis vault?
It's where Yanis's heart lies and the core flame is kept.
You ever heard someone like
enter on
Camilla
the
speaking as a 4-foot-feet kid?
It's also the
Yes,
place.
I have.
Where Trebios was born.
It's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That is crazy though, where it's like you do think of JoJo as like a fully fledged adult, but it's nah, he's like 17.
Trebios.
Though those are some gains that I need to get behind.
What does that
I
name
need
actually mean?
cheese wheels for
The
shoulders.
one with 3 lives. Mother believed our birth was blessed by the 3 titans.
Jotaro is 13. No,
She
I'm pretty
named
sure
us
he
thus
was
to
like
express
15.
Her gratitude.
Not 15. You tricked me.
Looking at how
I meant to
things have
say
unfolded,
like 17.
fate might have had a role in it.
Don't forget to let
That being said, I just said JoJo. So that's like saying Kamen Rider. That makes sense. Ah, so desu ne.
Finally, the Yanis route is
Oh,
right ahead.
okay, no, I see. I goofed. Ho ho ho! I solved the children's puzzle. Be right back, I need to get food. Tell me if another child dies. Maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get one more child death, but only one. Well, I was gonna look at the murals! Not to be confused with the Urals. That are always in the rurals.
I knew there was some sanity left in you, Yanis. Just as I thought. You
I can't think of anything that rhymes with Ural. Bury the gods, bury the fate that binds us. That's kind of hard.
Come here.
Not gonna lie.
To take on your fate. By the blood of the Lamb and the strength of my blade-wielding
Blood of the
right
Lamb, that's a
hand.
Genesis reference. Oh, and this is the Genesis of the Trivios triplings. Oh, I get it. Clever
And the
miHoYo.
witness of the prophecy. I, the holy maiden of Yanisopolis, the walker of the infinite paths, have come forth to assume your duty.
Hehe. Excuse me.
Just as I wished. This journey promises to be a long one, with 1,000 selves to accompany me. I'll never be lonely. No matter. My hands are not made for bearing arms,
These boots were not made for walking.
but my feet
Oh no, I already got the lyric. You know
destined
what?
to
Ignore me.
embark on a journey for the benefit of all.
The Flame Chaser is a journey of constant loss, among which even life itself holds little value. That's deep. Time decays the heart, the passages shatter the body, and the scales weigh the separation till the end draws near. The one who bears 3 lives, art thou truly prepared?
Without a doubt, Titan. Let the prophecy shatter me, so that I may open a myriad of paths for this imperiled world.
Oh no, another spoopiness! It is kind of cool though. I like that effect. I like it when random images flash in front of my mind or my brain. My brain? My eyes. Such is destiny.
I understand, Yanis. Thank you. Now, may you rest well. we will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity. And thus, we shall sweep apart Amphorius's pitch-dark fog. May we... May the world follow the myriad paths trodden and reunite at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. Mother, I shall see you tomorrow.
Who dares lay hands on the core flame? Drop your weapon and surrender at once!
I knew this would come.
It's opening up! Move aside and get ready!
Sorry, just give me a sec.
Holy Maiden?
What do you mean I got the password wrong? Okay. Sorry. We are back in business, though.
What's happening here? Lady Maiden, where's the thief who stole the core flame?
You're looking at her.
What she's holding, you buffoon! She is the thief! Take your positions and ready your arms! We're taking back the core flame!
Bring it on!
Bring it on, you scallywags.
Come forth, loyal guards. At least do it properly. Pierce me in the chest.
What are you scheming?
This is your last chance. If anyone wants to earn a promotion and rise through the ranks, I'm right here. You all know who I am. Go ahead. However,
is this some sort of twick?
if there's still any loyalty within you, step aside for the Holy Maiden. Otherwise, by the decree of the Holy City's Codex, anyone who dares to harm the Holy Maiden shall face execution!
Captain, what should we do?
Do it. Kill her!
Is that Seth Rogen?
If you want to get rich, then come with me. Take this traitor's head and wealth will be ours!
Oh no.
We can't just stand by and do nothing. Let's move, partner.
Let's you find the answer.
Still waters of oblivion.
No, we'll just do this. We won't make this more complicated than it already is.
Leave it to me.
See, that works.
Feeling spiffy?
Another your destiny for oblivion.
There we go.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
That's possible.
I take it back. It was really super hard. Please don't give me any hard challenges, miHoYo. I don't even play your games.
That woman is the traitor!
I should go.
Let's keep up.
All right, let's go.
The path is opening up for me. You little thief! You're not getting away!
Yep, that's me.
Oh, Janice, protect me.
Why can't I? Oh, what the fuck?
Free will, or was it fate?
Can you find
Very
the
cool,
answer?
very cool.
Still waters of oblivion.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly of your body and mind.
Let's begin.
I think. No, if I do that, because then I can be able to use Akron's.
Survive or be destroyed.
Which is.
There is no other choice.
Oof. You know what? Awkward, but we'll do it.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Immerse yourself in it. Yeah.
I weep for the departed.
See? This is working.
It too shall fall. Free will, still waters of oblivion.
Free will is an illusion.
I'll go easy. The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Up, up.
Can you find the answer?
Immerse yourself in it.
I twerk for the departed.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Leave it to me.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Overkill? Maybe a little.
It too shall fall.
The main path is likely well guarded.
There we go. That worked.
Just as I thought. Inside.
Dusk rain at two shall twerk. Riz forth.
There are guards here too. Don't alert them.
I get for eternity.
Long last.
Riz in the sea of buttflies. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
City guards, but I'm already so close.
This should be the last fight. We have to help her get through. But I don't get it. This has been puzzling me for a while now.
Of course. What's up?
Who has been aiding Trebios in her escape?
We have, you dumbass. Logic and Furious isn't adding up.
Well, history might be blurred by memories. Seeing how the whole city is hunting her down, she clearly
Not kidding.
had no allies.
Allegra said those things when she was streaming Lethal Company.
Involved in this process?
Base Allegra Clark?
Trebios
There is
had
a
been on
mine
her
who
own
shall
since
never
she
cap.
entered the vault. But what did we truly mean to her? You'll find that answer at the end of this memory.
The Sea of Auras. Oh,
In
the
that
Sea
case,
of Cat
let's focus on the
100s.
mission at hand now. Let's do this, everyone.
Aura is made to be broken.
Again. The game is on. Feeling spiffy?
Still waters of oblivion.
May the foul stench dissipate. Quick time to cleanse the filth.
Oh, meant to do this.
The truth for everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Capo. Or maybe I'll riz it all.
Stand down.
Because it's like, I'm trying to think of welts where it's like... to destroy or to be destroyed. Yeah.
I'll go easy this.
Another journey begins.
Oh, I didn't have the thingy-majigger. Oh, there we go. Got the thingy-majigger.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Yeah.
Ah, spooky. There we go. Ah, spooky. Uh-oh. Oh, that worked.
Let's begin.
We are so back. It's so Jover Bros. Oh, we are so back.
Behind this path. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Feeling spiffy?
In case it wasn't obvious, you are near the end. No, I know. It's just... I'm just tired.
Let's you find the answer.
Tired and hungry. Pleased to meet you, tired and hungry.
On still waters of oblivion.
Leave it to me.
Get it together. Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Yeah. The truth. Everything in this world is
Like, I'm trying... I know I'm quite very unenthused, but it's...
Let's play
it is what it is, you know?
Feeling spiffy?
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Are you going to farm Castorice mats? You know what? Tell you what. I get Castorice, then I can farm some mats.
Finally. Beyond this
Although,
gate.
yeah. I don't know how much I want to
It's a
wail for
boundless
Castorice, if I'm being real.
This is where my journey begins.
Oh,
God of passages.
who am I?
Can you see
What am I
me?
saying? I'm a true gamer.
The path
I am Silverwolf's
you
waifu.
started.
I don't think I pull.
No response after all. Yanis, may you have a good dream.
Sweet dreams
can't
in a
stay here
beautiful
much longer.
nightmare.
It's time
That's a
to
lie. It's Sparkle.
Well, looks like this is the end of the memory.
Not yet. The question that has been puzzling you. She's about to reveal the answer.
But nothing happened. What was making her or you hesitate at this moment? If she had known this flame chase journey would proceed as the Titan foretold, bringing about great suffering and fatalities,
Back in a sec.
including her own.
What? True.
Would she still have chosen to walk through the gate and start her journey?
I think the answer is already within you.
She's talking to
You've made
us
your own
directly.
decision.
What? You can hear us?
Not only can I hear you, I can see you too.
Really. She can neither see nor hear us.
She's schizo, I get it.
Yet she knew that one day, someone would return to unveil this dust-covered memory. We can never know for sure who helped us back then. But that kindness was forever engraved in our hearts, motivating us to move forward. Time has modified this memory into a special letter, so that we do not forget our original intent. It's a letter written by Trebios of the past and sent to her future self. In this memory, it is Trebios of the future who overcomes all difficulties for her and sends her on a long journey toward the tomorrow where we are.
Yes, you'll remember it all. And then find your way back to the gate where everything began. Here, I will set sail toward the distant horizon. Here, you have traveled far on your way home. Such is the maxim
Yeah, I got rid
that
of the fries.
unveils
My bad.
Trebios' fate.
I'll not fall for the long
You shall
hair
shatter
red
into
bait
1,000
again.
fragments and wither on the soil.
No, don't do that to me. Fucking Hawkeye over here.
If you ever feel
No, don't give
lost,
me hope.
return to this place. I'll keep this memory here for you. Or for me, to embrace it again.
Worry not. The loss is something we've grown used to. Our resolve and our pledge are what Trebios will never forget. Each one of us has never failed to remember. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. The hot blood of the sacrificial lamb will not be spilled in vain, like my mother and I.
Oh, there goes a bunch of Arizona
The
cans.
libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit.
That's how
just as my
emotional I'm getting. I'm just like,
blade-wielding right
fuck
hand
those
is not
Arizona
a hollow
cans.
formality.
Surmount the myriad passages of Yanis, and we will once again
Ride the west wind, and let the wings carry us far away.
So, this is your answer.
That's right. In the name of the three fates, I stand by my answer with no regrets. Now, with or without the god's blessing, I run towards the world's agony. If I can truly pierce through the utter darkness, we will meet again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring.
Yanisopolis' holy maiden Trebios bore the core flame to quell the world's chaos and become the demigod of Yanis. She traversed to after a century of arduous journeying. Month of Freedom. Humanity's flame chase journey officially began. Should watch Jesus' betrayal to not sleep to this.
Lady Treeby, do you still think
No, we still have one more we need to go through.
that everything will be fine tomorrow?
No Jesus' betrayal.
Yeah, that's what Trianne would say as well.
With all due respect, Lady Treeby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie.
Damn.
I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, that's not a lie. See you tomorrow is the greatest prophecy in the world.
Prophecy?
Listen, in every corner of this land, every heartbeat carries a prayer for that prophecy to come true. It may be that only a few heroes will bring tomorrow to the new world, but the prophecy of leading everyone to tomorrow belongs to all in Amphorius.
But not everyone has the chance to see tomorrow. How can such words be called a prophecy?
Because people believe it will come true, and they are trying hard to hold on to that belief. Even as the world teeters on the brink of collapse, everyone is pressing forward, longing to reach farther and move toward tomorrow. And that is why a holy maiden exists to lead the world toward tomorrow, and why Yanisopolis' prophecy unfolds as passages. Fate is not about the outcome, but the journey.
Fate stay night?
The flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but rather the paths that lead beyond the gate, where people tread toward the sea of flowers. So, Cass, if anything is troubling you, just set it aside for tomorrow.
Yeah, Hakuna Matata.
There's no difference between demigods and mortals. The troubles we encounter can only be resolved by our future selves. Reflect through the long night. Wait for the dawn as you think. Then set off at daybreak. The hesitant part of us will be left behind in the dark, while the determined side of us will know no fear. Because that's how Tribios has journeyed so far to spread the prophecy. Beckoning the morning sun, and the tomorrow it promises to bring. We will now continue the journey and face our destiny. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity, and thus we shall sweep apart Amphorius' pitch-dark fog. And at the end, all will reach that silver-white shoal. That end of the journey, that new world and new tomorrow. It is a haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. We've made a promise to meet again at the end of the West Wind, where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow, Brienne. See you tomorrow!
Stop.
Child of humanity.
Stop.
Surely you are not waiting for the arrival of night.
Nights do not fall upon Akama.
That's why it's futile for you to wait here.
Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this.
And that's all thanks to you. If your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog, I wouldn't have to act this way. If you were more accommodating, you wouldn't be opposing me all the time, and I could teach you more freely instead.
It was you who insisted on implanting the core flame in me. Forget it. Cut the sarcasm and just say what you need to say.
Fine, fine. All I want is to remind you.
Remind us what?
There's not much left in your soul. If you don't do something soon, I will have to take over this body.
If I'm not worried, why should you be? I know what you're planning. You just want my help answering the question. What exactly are we? Correct.
It's good that you remember.
What is to be we?
Thus, equivalent exchange. It's only fair.
Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return my body shortly.
Is that true?
Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back. But I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed Swordmaster's ceremonial blade.
That's certainly worth celebrating.
Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone.
The girl who's walking with death, is she fully prepared?
Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily?
Unfortunately, on behalf of Okima, I must ask you to slow your pace.
I forgot about you. My apologies.
A child's words are always carefree. I'll just dismiss these words as nonsense from a cheeky child. Come now, conceited performer. It's time to address your relationship with that Titan.
What if I refuse?
Provocation will only tip Talantan's scales further toward your demise. There's no need to go to such lengths.
Oh, monster neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the core flame of reason, what else can you use to stand against the Council?
Damn. You got her.
Do you two mind if I cut in?
I warned you. Do not interrupt me.
I just have been meaning to ask. Does death really matter to you?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, before I implanted the core flame into your heart, you were already a silent, cold corpse.
I'm back. Finally, I have a moment to catch my breath. Want to chat, Pippet? Oh, regale me in your tales, fucking Daniel. Excuse me. It's unusual to see Mem isn't with you. Don't worry, they're inside a ball. Let's not joke about monsters in your Oh! Since they're not here, let me ask you. Are you really sure you want to take on the trial of Oryx's core flame on behalf of the Crisis heirs? It's about time for me to level up. We've ended up at this point after all. This is probably a fate that Trailblaze can evade. Should be extra cautious and watch out for yourself. Based on the experiences for those before you, the trial is no walk in the park. True. But what concerns me even more is that you'll further bind yourself to Amphorius. If you truly assume that Titan's divinity, do you believe you'll be able to lay it down again? It shouldn't be that too hard. It shouldn't be that hard. Forget it. We'll deal with that when it comes. True. Thanks, bro. By the way, I've got held up by 2 people in guard uniforms and ended up missing Trian's farewell ceremony. They said they were messengers of the Council of Elders and wanted to verify my identity. But I suspect we've been under their their questions were quite specific, from how we arrived in Okima to our relationships with each of the Crisis heir. They even asked about what we did in the market. Luckily, those pawns aren't the brightest. Managed to brush off most of their questions, so they'll probably leave us alone for a bit. Is this foreshadowing for the next version? Their conduct certainly irritating. But on second thought, Aglaia also initially kept her guard up with us. It's best not to provoke either side until we know the full truth. The only thing we know for sure is that some of the members of the Council of Elders aren't happy with the crisis heirs. In the worst case scenario, we could get caught up in the internal conflicts of the Holy City. To be continued. I love how Dan Hung is just fucking ignoring my comments. The most canon. The weather is only lovely thing left. Something wrong, Dan Hung? The memory card is full. Bet March and the others are a bit worried too. Yeah. A little.
And so, this long day passed for Akama. Some people arrived, and some left forever. Just like every other day of this journey, where we, stumbling, move forward. We have long been prepared. If we are to chase the flames, then we must grow used to farewells. And yet, no one back then could foresee death. Its arrival would always be so sudden and so momentous.
Screenshot.
Even little Gray, coming from beyond the sky, could not escape the Reaper's two hands. And what people gained and lost in that trial of death was far heavier than life itself. Just like the destiny that the prophecy revealed for Cass. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips. And after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
Damn. That's when you want to pay Castorice. Stay tuned. I'll Triandol. Hey buddy, yeah, you there? Nope. Uh-oh. Man, I'd love to rest too, but can't, but sleep won't come. Well, it's gone down recently. I thought we could talk. The failed trial, the Grove, Mighty, and the Cremnoans, and seeing Tribby's memories, all of it. Good thing we crushed them all. About time we get paid. Ha 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 ha. You'll get it. I promise I didn't forget. But promise me that you won't laugh at this. Honestly, even though we made it through everything, seeing Tribby's memories just left me with more questions. That person alone will witness the miracle. Why did everyone choose to become demigods even after knowing the price? They did it for the sake of Amphorius' future. Exactly. Sigh. Should have asked Mighty about his reasons before he left. Now he's taking all the glory and all the cool spotlights. So you'll have to rely on yourself. Just do it. You've got a point. Well, I think I feel a bit better now. Learned a lot from this conversation. Thanks, buddy. We're Amphorius' only hope. Oh wait, there's a Dan Hung too. All three of us. Ah, cute. Cool. All right. That was Honkai Star Rail 3.1 or whatever. All right. That was certainly a chapter of all time. Definitely ironing? Yeah, ironing out Mighty's and Trivy's personalities. It makes me wonder if the next one's gonna be the last one, or they're gonna do like 2 more. Oh well. Best not to keep waiting. Sorry, I was looking at stuff. Yep, I'm just gonna call it quits now. So make sure y'all take it easy. Probably see me on either the 8th or the 9th. Yes. Because gotcha.